Or there might be like a 50-yard touchdown run from Miles Sanders, and I'm going to end up winning by like half a point, and that'd be beautiful.
Wouldn't that be great? Sneak your way into the championship.
Sneak my way in, and then trounce Cody and put my own name on that trophy. That'd be beautiful. That'd be fantastic.
We're getting close, y'all. One more week.
Are we live?
We're live.
We're
in it to
live.
win it.
We're in it to win it. The misery is real, folks.
Unlike the Seahawks, not in it to win
yeah, not in it to win it at all, but just in it to hey, let's get a pick six. Like I said, pick six. Here it is.
Anybody.
Pick six. Jalen Ramsey. There's a pick.
Right.
Okay.
Is
Now.
Is Erica still winning?
Now. She might not be.
I still have coffee.
She might not be.
She is. She still is. She still is.
All right. Now, everybody who's listening, I need you to phone in to Sean McVay right now.
Right now.
Tell him that we need a 50-yard steal goal.
Steal.
Fuck it. Fuck it. It's week 15, folks. We need a 50-yard stealed goal.
Also known as the end.
Also known as the end. Let's be real. It's the end. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the road for the chosen one. You know, even Neo met his end. You know, when he faced the robot in the end, the robot was about to kill him. And he was like,
We just recently watched
I was the chosen one until Captain Robot decided, oh yeah, that's right.
Are you guys watching again for that new movie coming out? Because I need to get on that.
We're digging through. We haven't watched them all.
No,
but I remember
I
it from
didn't say
the
we
original
watched all
time.
of them.
She didn't say that.
Oh, she insinuated.
She didn't. You guys said you watched the Matrix. I'm like, all right, cool. So they put in some Matrix.
We watched the first one.
If anybody ever says they watched Lord of the Rings, I don't immediately think, oh, so you lost 12 hours of your life recently? That's cool.
Well, you should, because what else are you doing?
It's great, but
how do you watch one and stop?
I could assume that
I
you
feel
watched
like
one.
the Matrix is better.
Hey,
You
listen.
should watch Matrix in segments.
Listen.
You should watch The Lord of the Rings all as one.
All right, there goes.
That is, I will
the Rams.
die on that hill.
Okay, I think that's I've seen worse hills to die on.
Well,
Just kidding.
Vietnam. What? Am I right or am I right?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. So
It's a pretty bad hill to die on, you know what
Hey,
I'm
let's
saying?
put a running back.
Arguably the worst.
Some would say the worst ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They do say that.
All right, so now that it's mathematically impossible because they're on the 20-yard line for Philadelphia to even run the ball for Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders could run the ball in from the 20-yard line. Wouldn't fucking matter.
No.
Because the Philly defense can't stop fucking Glenn. Who the fuck is Glenn Gabbert?
I mean, they did.
You know what I mean?
They held him to 17 points.
Maybe
in
you
their
need
their
to
win.
think about
Listen to
people
me.
who have
Listen to me.
average names
Nope.
in a higher
Nope.
regard.
You know what?
Listen.
Glenn?
Listen, Linda.
Is it Glenn Gabbert? That's not
Blaine
even.
Gabbert.
Whatever.
Gabbert.
I don't
He's been in
even.
the league for years.
I don't even fucking care what
Out
his
of the
name is.
University
You know
of
what?
Missouri, show some respect.
You know what?
Doesn't
Fucking
matter what your name is.
go back to Missouri. Get
back.
Kyle Allen out there. I need a concussion and 3 interceptions. And you put up 17 points for a team that doesn't matter. Fuck you.
Blaine Gabbert was Tom Brady's backup last year. He's using gifts that he learned from the GOAT himself.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm
to
gonna buy a.
lose to the Eagles.
I'm gonna buy a
17-7.
Blaine Gabbert jersey, and then I'm gonna light it on fire just to
don't
spite
use
that
the
man.
league funds for this. Please.
Hey, I will use
out of your
all of
personal
the
account.
money.
No,
Look.
you won't.
Look, do you have any idea how cheap a Blaine Gabbert jersey is?
Exactly.
Cheap, but it still needs to be on his own dime. Okay.
Nope. We're taking some of that $1,200. We're putting it right towards that Blaine.
For a bag of
He's
Funyuns
not.
and
Believe
like
me.
a Chicago
This is
style
Erica
dog, you
speaking.
could get a Blaine
He's
Gabbert
not
Relax,
going to
jersey.
do that.
We're gonna be really doing another thing.
Sorry.
All right, we're getting a little loose, folks. It's week 15. All hope is lost.
You're getting a little loose. I buttoned it up.
Oh yeah, he buttoned it real up, I guess. You know,
What?
walked in, didn't even know what was going on with his own
I
team.
just made some assumptions. You know,
he
I'm
just
like,
made some assumptions that he was winning. He didn't even fucking know. You know,
You
some
know,
of us out here live and die.
hey, the cream will rise to the
well,
top.
one of you lived and one of you died.
Well,
Yeah.
you
The
know,
cream will rise.
don't expect Chipper Pat over here because we're expecting a victory, and we
You're
did
the
not.
only one.
We
Everyone
did
else
not
is
get one. Hey, you know what, man? You know what?
Right on the
Chicago
wall, dude.
Bears putting up 3 points.
You
I
got boned by the Chicago Bears put up 3
I mean,
points?
it's fitting.
It
It
is.
is fitting. Hey, stop it.
It's nice.
How
Oh,
does,
sorry.
how does it feel to be a disappointed Chicago fan?
Hey,
Zoinks.
I'm
makes
not
you
a
feel-
Chicago fan. I just needed 10 points, Maggie? How about 10? How about 10 points? So they have to even try to throw. You know what I panicked?
Is this real time?
Let's bring it back here. For
When
a
did you
second.
panic?
You know when I panicked? I panicked when they came out of halftime, and the ESPN reporters said that they talked to Mike Zimmer, and Mike Zimmer told her we need to at least try to run the ball more. And I was like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
oh fuck, they're just gonna run the ball, and that's exactly what they did.
That's what they did. My boy
And then-
Osborne did not get another look after halftime.
You got lucky that he got the looks that he did. I don't know how we're not throwing the ball to Jefferson 9 times out of 10.
I mean, I just
What are we
assume
doing?
the guy's got to rest.
And now we're playing Jordan Howard. That's great. Let's
You
not
know,
even get
close
any
came
yards.
out of Jordan Howard.
Hey, let's not even give us any chance, huh?
It might make you feel better. It
You
might
know?
make you feel worse. You had the second highest point total this week.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I had a great week. I had a great week.
Oh, man.
And
I
we
mean, you had a great week
Well,
by
I
your
mean,
standards.
You know.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, like, by my standards, I feel like his week right now would be
Average.
hey, 'cause
average week.
let's just be one of the best teams in the NFC and let's go lose to the worst team in the league, huh? How about that? And not even lose to them.
Let's
Let's not even lose them. Let's get trounced by them. How about that?
Hey,
How about
hey,
we
Caleb's
get? How about we
the
get 3 touchdown and 300 yarded on by Jared fucking Goff? How about that?
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's how my week 15
If this
went,
would have
folks.
been
The
in,
NFC West was not your homie this week.
At all,
No.
whatsoever.
if
like-
this would have been an actual seeded playoff bracket, you would have won this week because you would have played against Cody.
Yeah. That's right. How do you feel to know that all that smoke you talked and I still beat you?
I
I
feel
mean-
like I'm in the championship.
I
You're
think-
not.
you son of a bitch.
That's how I feel too.
Hey,
I feel like
we'll take all right.
Uh,
We're burying the hurt deep within.
I am back.
We're burying
in
it.
the championship.
We're burying it deep within.
Hey, do you remember Cody
And we'll
was
be
in the
happy for my
championship
friend.
last year?
We'll be happy for my friend Cody,
And
who's
his
going to
name-
take second place once again.
To another newcomer.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
Jeez.
You
Always-
will probably
always a
because he
bridesmaid.
does have a
Right.
better team.
Always a bridesmaid.
It's worth the investment, but
You
like,
know what?
I want that fucking
That's
trophy.
fair. I would rather not lose in the most heartbreaking game. I'll lose in the second
almost-
most
You
it
get
heartbreaking.
almost
more
cost
money
me
if you're
this
losing
season.
that one.
It's
Though.
true.
That's fair.
So, like, statistically, that's a bad decision.
I
You
mean,
know the
it
way I
almost
look at it
cost
though
me.
is that I just have to like hand out this money. I don't get anybody to hand it to me anyway. Because I was thinking about, it, I was like, you know, if I actually win, nobody hands me money. I just hold the money that I already have.
You could
You know
like
what I
give
mean?
the
It's not
envelope
the
to
same
somebody
thing.
and
That's
then
a
like
really
have
weird
them
thing to
give
do.
it to you. Like you could do that for yourself.
It
It
would
just-
cost you part of your winnings.
Hey man,
Yeah,
I've done it
20
both
bucks.
ways. It feels better to have the money handed to you.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't done it both ways.
Do you
yet,
remember?
'cause
It's
I
been a
haven't.
long
For
time.
like $20, I would do that for you.
It has been. A
I
long
think
time,
1 year
so-
longer than mine.
We're gonna get, yeah, we're gonna go on a mission to get it back next year. That's
Yeah?
right. Yeah.
What was this year?
We got to
Hey,
fight
don't
Dave
worry
in the
about it.
playoffs.
We're gonna double down. We're gonna double down,
Joke
dude.
of the podcast.
Like, here
Dave
we
in the
go.
playoffs?
My hopes are
Get
ticking
fucked,
away.
Dave.
They're ticking away here. 30 seconds.
Ooh.
You know,
What's it feel like, Patrick?
it never feels good to pin your hopes to the Philadelphia Eagles. Cannot be said.
Yeah, I
You
can
sit in
stand
a
behind
room with
that.
Cowboys
And-
fans.
and
What are
it's
you
not
talking
even-
about?
And you want to know what's funny?
What?
The skill position player came through. Had a
Yeah.
good game.
He really did.
He had a good
He
game.
really did.
And you want to know what sucks about it is? They run their quarterback in. Can we give the ball to the fucking running back?
Who got us 134
Yeah,
yards?
2 touchdowns? What's 2 touchdowns equal? That equals a victory, folks.
It does.
It does.
They go to the fucking quarterback. God's sakes, Philadelphia, get it the fucking together.
You can't lean on
You
Philadelphia
know?
for anything good. in
No, they fuck you all the way around. But you want to know what they did do?
What
They
did.
won me $20.
Okay.
Hey,
So
don't
I'm-
you owe me $20? What did we bet last
No, we
week
didn't
that
bet
Trisha
shit.
wouldn't make
Nobody
last
even knows.
place? All right, I'll
She's
check
gonna
the
get
recording.
last place, isn't she?
No, she
No,
won
she's
this
not.
week.
She out.
I don't
The
think I
field.
bet 20. I thought we bet 5.
I'll go
No,
back
no,
and
we
check
bet
the
we
tape.
bet a beer. We bet a beer. We
Well,
bet a beer.
it'll be. Will
There's
it be
one
on
beer.
like some sort of record? Did we not record?
Yeah, I'll check the
Yeah,
recording.
it's on the record. I actually
But
remember
let
the
the
record.
record
'Cause that was
show
$50
that you owe
bucks.
me.
Let the record speak. I owe a beer. That's it.
Yeah, and $50.
Yeah, we'll see.
And I remember we bet $3,000 and your
And
house.
pink slips.
That Trish. God
They
damn.
still do that, right?
Yeah, right. That's how it works.
I'll put pink slips on the field. Let's go.
I believe.
Oh, for God's
So,
sake.
which matchup do you want to jump in?
Uh,
Like, actually break it down.
Yeah, let's do some shit, huh? That's why we're
You
here.
want to get
Right?
yours done with and in the pain?
Yeah, let's get it over with because
Get
this
it over
was
with, we're
fucking
going
terrible.
Are you
to-
guys
Yeah.
done with that joint?
Yeah.
We may or may not be a few beers deep, folks. So
You say we like it's anyone but you.
don't worry about it. Anyway, so basically, again, as I said, Kyler Murray goes into Detroit, decides, hey, let's not run the ball against an extremely porous defense, and let's only put up 12 points and lose by 18 because that's what we're doing when we're hunting for the bye. That's what we need to do as Arizona. So he fucked me. Okay, then we move on. Miles Sanders, bright spot of the
Having a
week.
great
A
night.
great, maybe his highest points scored of the year, by
Probably.
the way, Miles Sanders. Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon comes back, and we're like, hey, Javonte, cool, you dominate when you're on your own. Let's bring Melvin back and have him be less efficient and then do terrible there. So now we got 8 points there. Okay, and then, hey, Deontay Johnson. Let's be super consistent, 8 points a week all year long, and let's save up all those super solid performances just to shit all over Patrick's playoff hopes in 15.
Fact
by
check,
putting up
Miles
4
Sanders
points.
did have his best performance of the year.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
And so we appreciate that, Miles. But you know what? The rest of the team decided to take a fat shit, and so I mean,
Travis Kelce buried you.
Travis Kelce hurt. 31 points at Travis Kelce. That's
You
really
made up a lot of it with
On a
Andrews.
Thursday
Yeah.
night, too, having to sit with that all weekend.
But but on Saturday, I rekindled my hope because I was like, oh shit, Mark Andrews almost matched it within
Yep.
5 points, man. So it's like
That's true.
I thought I had a chance, especially with Kyler going into Detroit, and then you get screwed there. And even at the start of yesterday, I thought I had a chance because Justin Jefferson's putting up 15 a week, right? He's putting up 15, 20. He's putting up 20 probably against the Bears.
Because yeah, everyone
Against the
was
Bears,
thinking
their entire starting secondary
Because
is
they
out.
could have. They probably could have done nothing but throw to Justin Jefferson, and they would have won by 17.
Well, and then we're just going to naggy away 4 field goal attempts to where we could be within 1 score in the fourth quarter
Yeah.
against a better team. But hey, let's not kick the field goal. Let's go with our rookie quarterback who has one of the worst red zone efficiency percentages, actually the worst in the league, I believe I saw last night. Let's go with him. Let's not kick the field goal. Let's not keep the game close, It's not like we need a win or anything to keep our job.
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
He's,
And then,
he's already lost his job.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
he lost
emotion coming out this week, folks. If you're hearing that, it's heavy.
It's aggressive.
It's very
building.
aggressive because I feel like we put a good team out there and they shit the bed.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just that thing that you didn't do all season, which was somehow get other people not to score, didn't happen.
It didn't happen. The gods have betrayed me.
Yeah.
And we're dead inside. But anyway, Chuba Hubbard sucks, and Christian McCaffrey, thanks for nothing.
You're welcome.
Craig Reynolds, who the fuck are you? Should have played you, but who the fuck are you? So it wouldn't have mattered anyway, actually. That makes me feel a little bit better that it wouldn't have even mattered.
Yeah.
That I actually lost on merit. And to be fair, he had Gabe Davis on his bench, and Gabe Davis had a great week. He could have played Dallas Goedert in his flex, which we all said maybe was the move. I believe we actually said that last week. We were saying that Dallas Goedert can be played in the flex in this game, and that would have been the right move. He had a great game.
The ultimate
We're recovering.
weapon.
We're recovering emotionally. We're back into the pod here. What are you saying?
Well, just the only thing that you probably could have done, which you would have
What?
never done, and nobody
You
would
need
have
to
ever
go
done, would have been to go and find Duke Johnson, who's 26 players down on the fucking flex list, who got everything.
You want to know
against
what,
the
man?
Jets.
Next year, when
Yeah.
I'm in this position, and there's just some fucking dart throw motherfucker against like just some plaid, boring Chuba Hubbard type character, we're fucking playing Duke Johnson, dude.
Playing Duke
We're
Johnson.
living and dying, and if I would have won by playing Duke Johnson this week, you better believe I'd be talking all the shit right now.
Yeah,
So you
that-
know what?
That right there.
That sounds more fun to me.
I think that's the new strategy that you should go with.
Yeah, just be super bold and never win because I'm
Yeah.
just making stupid
Just
bold
take
calls.
terrible percentage calls over and over and over again.
What happens if I just win on those for the next few years, though.
You would.
I just
You
get
would.
into
That's the
semis
thing.
and I
That's a
Duke
terrible
Johnson
thing.
my way to the finals.
That's what Dave thinks he's doing every time that he starts the fullback.
He's like, I'm gonna put Kyle Juszczyk in there. He's gonna score 2 stupid touchdowns, and everybody's gonna be all pissed.
It's because he's a fan favorite.
He's a fan favorite. They're gonna give him a touchdown.
Fan
And
favorite.
then he actually scored a touchdown this week in the Dave plan. No, he did not.
Nah.
So I was about to talk some shit. I wanted him to score like double digits. Because then I'd be like, Dave, you played Kyle Juszczyk this week, right? Like, oh. But he only scored 6 points. So
Yeah,
like,
not that impressive.
you can't talk shit on 6
It's true.
points, you know? But anyway, I apologize if this sounds terrible, folks, with me rambling on my team here. But anyway, basically my team sucks, and congratulations, Jake. You advance somehow, even with your pitiful performances from your wide receivers and running backs. And I was daggered by my own Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Daggered by
brutally.
Aaron Rodgers and let down by a bunch of Chicago Bears.
But you want to know what? Exactly.
It's hilarious.
That's
the way it's supposed to be.
probably
Did
the most
you trade in
painful
Travis
way.
Kelce?
I did trade Travis Kelce, but again, it wouldn't have even mattered because it wouldn't even made up the margin. It's only 5
It
points.
might have mattered because
Do you think he
How
would
would
have
it wouldn't have mattered?
I mean,
straight across like that, but there's other things that play out the ripple effect.
Well,
yeah,
I
you
traded
trade
no,
like
that.
just straight up
This
It
time-
though.
easily could have mattered.
it could've-
Straight up though, I traded. Oh, sorry, I'm touching shit. I traded Mark Andrews.
Uh-huh.
No, I traded Travis Kelce and Jamar Chase for Mark Andrews, Adam Thielen, and Antonio
Go
Gibson.
get him.
Okay.
So Antonio Gibson this week would have mattered. You know what? If I would have but I wouldn't have had Antonio Gibson without making the trade. So it doesn't matter really. Jamar Chase would have scored me nothing, and I probably would have played Jamar Chase. So like it balances out. That it didn't
I don't
really
know
matter.
if without that trade, Average Jake's gotten to the playoffs. That trade
Still
put
his
him on
lineup.
a trajectory.
Yeah, but
that
it
got
did.
him here.
It did to me too, man. I had
Yeah.
Mark Andrews. I had kept Gibson for the bad Gibson. You know, but Thielen and Pittman got me Jefferson.
Yeah.
Can I say
You know
that?
what I mean? Like those pieces mattered to me. And Jefferson got me to the bye
Mhm.
because he dominated.
He did.
You know,
He did.
and then I just didn't get that week this week. But anyway, we can move on. Like I feel like I'm dragging on here, and it really hurts to be honest with you. But I hope Jake just buries Cody next week, and I can hand that money to Jake instead of having it hand to this pompous asshole over here. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
Can
It
I not be there when that happens? If it happens?
Because this is gonna be a big smug look.
Make
It
sure
is.
you not
Yeah.
tell me
It
that
is.
you're gonna do
is.
it.
It is.
It's gonna make me happy, but
You-
it's also gonna make me brutally
You
angry
do
at the
not
same
want me
time.
to win, and it's a good feeling to be
Well,
in this position.
I do want you to win because you're my friend, but I also don't want you to win
Oh, yeah.
because you're my rival. You know,
Yeah.
and it's like
And
it's-
all the reasons that you
weird.
hate, I
Look
will
at-
choose to ham those up in that moment.
and that would, you know
Yeah.
what? And that'll be
See
good
why I
for me
threw
because it'll
tomatoes
light
at
the
him?
fire.
That's why you are like Jake. Our friend Jake does the same thing. Whatever you hate, he's going to just
Yeah, it
play
makes it more
up.
fun.
He's
But
like,
anyway.
oh, you don't like that? Oh, okay.
We're off the rails, folks. Should we go to the next matchup?
Let's go to
hear
my
Cody.
matchup.
Yeah, let's go to Cody.
This
Let's hear,
one
let's hear
Let's
Cody glow.
do it.
Cody getting the phantom defense that he's been
Yeah,
shitting on
Oh,
all year.
from the team that honestly of all the teams deserved to win more than
Well,
him.
yeah, he had the most points.
He had the best team.
He did.
Look at his bench.
They just got bounty gated by the fucking Saints. That's what happened. That's what fucking happened, to be real.
Hey, it worked against Brett Favre, alright?
I guess.
It did.
When you're the Saints and you don't have a good team, they're like, hey, let's just
Let's
kill
go
the
beat
other
him up.
guys.
Let's just go beat him
Yeah.
up. Let's get some flags. Who cares?
They kind of did.
Yeah.
They shut him out.
Yeah, they did well. They did
Yeah,
well.
it worked out.
Those Saints.
A boring fucking game though. Like
Fucking
exciting
Saints.
from a storyline perspective, but performance-wise, just bleh, all
Yeah,
over the place.
it was so bad.
It
and
was,
also,
it was fun watching a really fucking tough team play Tom Brady.
It's-
Like, that's the Saints are weird.
Tom Brady with none of his receivers, to be fair. But
with nobody.
Yeah.
Godwin
With
out,
Scotty
Evans
Miller
was
and
out,
fucking-
Brown was out,
Yeah.
Tyler Johnson.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
and they were dropping balls left and right.
I mean, he
He
went.
even put the one on Gronk. Like I think it dropped over his shoulder and hit him in the palm of his hand.
Why were they
Gronk didn't
not?
even know where the ball was.
Why were we not handing the ball to Ronald Jones more? To be honest, Ronald Jones had juice.
'Cause he didn't
How
have it.
about
Well,
He
Jones
had
ain't
juice. He had a few big runs
bad. Well,
And that was it.
in that game.
What if I
Well,
just put
they
you
only
out
gave
there?
him the ball a few times.
I'm saying, I think that was all.
Well, all they would have needed was 10 points, and they didn't think Ronald Jones was the answer to 10 points.
I just think it's crazy how you're locked in. Taysom Hill.
Didn't even get double digits.
No, he didn't.
What were those 100 yards on the
Fucking
ground?
horrible
Yeah, well,
performance.
he
from
didn't
your
run the
locked
ball
in
until
quarterback.
the second half. He did not have a single rushing yard until the second half. And I'm like, guys, nobody's fooled about Taysom Hill's abilities. Just use him.
That has
turn
to
him
be
into
the
a
most
fullback.
ugly playoff win that I've ever fucking seen in my
I've never
life.
seen
sir.
a team be
So
worse
ugly.
at running the Wildcat, and they did it so much. It's like,
I've
stop.
never seen a team be worse at everything than New
But
Orleans.
that defense, though.
They have a good defense.
They
You
do.
got to give them that. And like they have a dirty defense.
They
And,
do
you
have a
know,
dirty
they'll
defense.
show up and they'll rip your legs off if that's what it takes to win.
And that's
You
what
know,
they
they'll
decided
end
to
your
do.
career if that's what it takes to win, and
Yeah.
that's what they did.
They're like, we can't handle the Bucks having another ring because we are protecting our safety in this division. So let's murder people.
I mean, it was only really the Godwin hit, right? And it's like Brady was mad about that hit afterwards. And he had a fair point. To be fair to Tom, okay,
we
because
should be fair to
to
Tom.
be fair to Tom, what Tom said was you can't hit anybody below the knees anymore.
Yeah.
You can't hit D linemen below the knees when they're not looking.
Yep.
You can't hit O linemen below the knees
Nope.
when they're not
Can't
looking.
do it.
Definitely
You
not
can't hit
quarterback.
quarterbacks below the knees when they're not looking.
They were the first.
And it's running backs and wide receivers.
Yep.
Only when they're catching the ball.
Yep.
So, it's a valid point. It's like if you're taking it away from everybody else because you don't want guys going down to ACL tears all the time,
Yeah.
then take it. I mean, it's like you already took away the head. Like the head is arguably worse because when you have head injuries, you end up killing people later in
Yeah.
life, which is there's been a lot of stories if you're watching ESPN lately. Like there's
But that's the extreme. The more normal is that
you just get all fucked up and your quality of life goes to shit after you're 50.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
But,
it's
like-
But you can keep playing. You'll be back off of concussion protocol in a week or two, which is what some of these guys care about.
Yeah, exactly, and you keep making money, but yeah, and then like at
they have a very
ACL,
short window.
I
that
went
they
a
can make
little
money.
dark.
They're talking about
ACL,
generational
You're
wealth.
done for a season, and you may never be as good as you were again.
It's true. Like some of these guys, are like, well, if my grandkids are never gonna work, I have to get it all right now. This is
To
the only
be
thing.
fair-
This is the only skill set I got, and their window of money is 8 years
Yeah,
that they can actually get paid. So you lose 2 years to an ACL. I mean, we're talking 20% of the wealth that they could build in their life.
and
A lot of these
outside of
guys-
the sorry, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say a lot of these guys only know football too, so
Yeah.
it's no small feat.
Well, and outside of the big personalities, it's a mercenary league too. You know, like
Yeah.
if you're not a well-known name, it's like, oh, how many sacks did you have last year? Well, my ACL was torn. I don't give a shit.
It's true.
Like, hey, see you later,
What have you
dude.
done for me lately?
Exactly. Unless you're Aaron Rodgers, or you're like one of the big names.
Yeah,
like,
but those guys have established the big name.
well, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying though. If you're not a big personality, you're not a media figure, you're not a franchise quarterback.
Yep.
It's like if you're a Chris Godwin on a contract year. Hey, thanks, Chris, for the great years. Your ACL's torn for the next year and a half.
Yeah,
See you later.
it's true. Like,
You know.
it doesn't. It's a hard cap.
It
There's
sucks.
nothing they can do about that.
It sucks because he's a great wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's top 20 wide receivers in the entire league, in the world right
Career
now.
year,
You know?
too.
Yeah, and just like
I just wish they could guarantee their money through injury, and then if you do lose a guy, to injury, and like you can like get the spot back on the roster with the IR, can't you get your money back on the IR?
there should be.
You know what I mean? Like your cap extends, like whatever you prorate like that year, like whatever you would lose out on the rest of them if they're gonna miss it.
He's
Get
out a
some-
full year probably. you
That's
know?
what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna maintain a roster spot, like have money for the replacement. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like so many guys, and like don't get guaranteed money because there's so many injuries, and like if you're building a setup, like, how can you guarantee money when you're gonna lose X amount of players?
I mean, the more equitable way to do it for all of the players would be instead of having so much guaranteed money, some of that money goes into like an injury fund, and so when you get hurt, you get X amount of stipend based on the games. And
basically an insurance plan.
Yeah, and then that goes towards you. You know what I mean?
Are we just advertising for Aflac right now?
Basically.
I think this already.
What we're advertising.
Aflac for the NFL. Yeah, exactly.
That's all this is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn.
We're advertising for Medicare right now.
Hey, it's a good argument, though.
It is, isn't
It's a
it?
good argument.
Healthcare for all, folks. Brought to you by the Dundee League podcast.
Yeah, no shit. I didn't know we were tackling universal healthcare.
Hey, we
should have it. We should have it.
we come to the big issues
How
here.
about that?
No.
The big
You know?
issues.
We cover. You know, I don't know why you
Back to the big issue of me beating the fuck out of Allen, though.
Hey, why would you watch CNN when you can tune into the Dundee League podcast?
It's true. We
cover
don't
the
come at
issues
you
here,
near as
you know?
often.
Just a
so.
few minutes at a time.
Also,
Okay.
CNN.
Why are you gonna watch? You know, like why are you gonna watch it anyway?
Literally any of them.
All right, we're off.
Literally any of them.
We're off. Anyway, let's talk about Allen. What we got here?
Let's talk
No, I
about
want
it.
to talk more about Cody's team.
Okay.
Fucking winning with 84
Yeah,
points.
fucking.
Hey,
Because
Gaskin.
Cooper Kupp
I know you were excited
is
that-
having a historical, legendary year.
He really
He
is.
is. But I know you were probably really pumped to have Henderson like when they moved the
Hey.
game to Tuesday.
Oh
You're
yeah,
like, oh yeah,
yeah.
get him. And he comes out with 27.
Yeah,
fucking
he's
yards,
just not
so-
the starting running back right now, and neither is Myles Gaskin, and I don't have a running back going forward. So like,
And you want to know what was
Duke
concerning about?
Johnson, here we go.
Well, what was and that's.
I still have
you
the
got-
top waiver wire
that's
pick.
what
I
I
have
was
not
gonna
used a
say.
waiver pick this year, by the way.
I was gonna
Hey.
say.
I have not used a single waiver pick.
And you want to know what's gonna be funny? You're gonna use on Duke Johnson. You're gonna play him, and then they're gonna play Gaskin.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can. Can you imagine? Waiver wire pick the one is for the championship season, and it's Duke Johnson of the Miami fucking Dolphins.
Well,
Are
I can
kidding
tell you
me?
what, you ain't getting Ronald Jones because I already got him. And that's why I was so gung ho on winning this week, because if I would have won, I had Ronald Jones coming next week,
Shit.
and that would have been nice against Atlanta. You know.
Yep.
Oh, they're playing New Orleans. New Orleans has a really good run defense. I don't want
New
to
Orleans
fucking.
best defense in the league.
Yeah.
New Orleans best
Sorry,
defensive league.
not New Orleans. New England is what I was thinking.
Oh, New England.
New
Yeah.
Orleans is pretty damn good. But I
Their
think
run
New Orleans
defense is
best.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might be right about that. New
I mean,
England's
they're
pretty,
the
New England's
number one
pretty good.
fantasy defense, and that tends to translate fairly well into the real world.
I'm trying. Yeah, I mean, yeah. New England's definitely the number one like overall defense. If you're talking about like playmaking defense, I'd say it's probably the boys.
Yeah, I would
The
agree
boys
with that.
that make the most big plays on defense.
They do.
Of any of
They have
any.
one on every tier too.
Yeah.
They have the number 2 scoring fantasy defense this year, and it's because of those.
Yeah, they make big plays. So that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, there's an argument to be made that they're pretty up there too right now. You
That's
know.
true. That's cool. That's a cool thing.
It's nice to have your defense be good,
It
right?
is.
It's a
It's
comfortable
weird.
feeling.
It's something that I'm just not familiar with.
The Packers are getting Jair Alexander back next week. I'm excited about that.
That's good.
It's gonna be real good. Yeah. Anyway, should we?
There are two matchups this week that literally had
No bearing on anything.
no bearing at all, which was mine and Dave's. There was Bailey and other Allen. Neither one of those had any implication on anything. So
Well, we should cover them quick, but basically, Allen. They've been talking about it all on all of the fantasy podcasts that I listen to and stuff. Week 15, lowest amount of touchdowns scored in the NFL since the 1970s. It was the worst offensive week in 50 years in the NFL.
She is 30 pounds.
And there was,
yeah, you
okay.
can see it.
Yeah, 30 pounds the dog is. Just in case you were wondering, everybody. Anyway, so it was the worst offensive week in 50 years for the NFL.
You can tell.
We're
nobody
getting
knows.
loose in week 15, folks. All hope is lost.
Only one team in our league had over 100 points.
Well, yeah, and
They happened
that's
to
my
play
point.
you.
It's yeah, exactly. The one fucking time all year.
Fuck you, fantasy defense.
Dude, I would have taken another loss and
I
like,
bet you would have.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's
dude.
still like, anyway. All hope is lost. Yeah, give me it again. Give me it again. One more time. Yeah, there it is. That's how I feel inside. Anyway, Allen and Bailey. Who gives a shit? How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
What's
Moving
my whole
on.
point?
Yeah, moving on.
Anyway, I mean,
Who gives a
Jimmy G, an irrelevant
Wait,
game.
which Allen?
It's just relax.
The one that was
It's
already eliminated.
Bailey and her Allen. So it's Jimmy G has a 13-point game. David Montgomery has a whatever game. Couldn't get a touchdown to keep the game close, keep me in the playoffs, but whatever. Dalvin Cook scores 90 yards. Devontae Adams had a Devontae Adams game. He's going to get a touchdown every game. You know, that's what he does. It's Baltimore. You knew he was scoring. Mike Williams does not shit like he has done all year.
That's not true. He had a hell of a first half of the year.
He hasn't done anything lately. He actually had, if I'm being fair, in that game, he had a lot of opportunities for bigger plays. And he had a few big catches, but he needed, it's just, Mike Williams, it seems like he's he just misses on all these big plays. Like, he had 2 25-yard catches or something in that game, and then, he just disappears, and it all goes to Keenan Allen. And that's what it's been lately.
Or Eckler shit.
Yeah, exactly. Josh Jacobs had a good game yesterday. What else do we got for Bailey? Aaron Jones caught the touchdown on a little broken play there. Yeah. Well, it was a pick play. Should have been a flag.
Yeah,
but
you're absolutely right. That was a pick route.
It was absolutely one. It was basically a screen, and it worked well. Austin Eckler put up 14. You like that. Matt Stafford had a okay game. What really killed Bailey here in winning this game against Allen this week was the boys, receivers, again.
Starting 2 receivers on the same offense.
Yep.
We said it all year. It's going to be hard for both. When have they've gone off both in the same week? Twice.
I think it was twice, yeah, but only twice.
It's just,
Dak Prescott just doesn't look that good.
That's why you play line. Yeah, he doesn't look that good. He looks not in rhythm.
Uh-huh.
You know, their
quarterback
defense.
12.
Their defense.
Quarterback 12 in fantasy this year, and I was thinking QB 1, maybe 2, just because you have to figure Mahomes or Allen are going to do their thing.
Yeah,
I was
thinking
at least
it was
top
looking
5.
that way too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, he was killing in the beginning.
Yeah, if Kyler Murray didn't have that 5 touchdown week 1, then the other story was, even though they lost, Dak Prescott doing what he did.
Yeah.
And then they just didn't have that offense.
Faded a little bit, making mistakes, and then he hurt himself, and then just something changed in his psyche. It didn't seem like a leader. It didn't seem like a warrior. He just seems flat.
Ever since the game they won against New England.
Yep.
He's been off.
Yep.
Ever since that game.
Yep.
Don't buy that.
And ever since the injury.
Yep.
It's like he was in this great rhythm, and then that little whatever it was,
little calf injury
just threw him out.
It's fucked up.
Better for it to have a mid-season than late season, because there's still time to rally. But
we've got a bunch of NFC East opponents to beat up on for a month until we get in the playoffs. So, hey, find your rhythm.
And with Tampa losing and help me out, who was Arizona losing. If we beat Arizona here in a couple weeks,
you guys
we're getting
Arizona?
way better seeding. We're already up to the number 2 seed, I think, right now.
We are currently the number 2 in the NFC.
What
are you guys 10-4?
Yes. There's 3 10-4s, and you guys at 11-3.
How are you guys? How are you not the number 2? There's no way you're the number 2 because the Bucks
Leave it. Leave it.
So you can't be the number 2.
Do they do head-to-head before they do the other tiebreakers?
Hey.
Yeah, I think so. In conference, if you have the same record and they beat you, I think they're ahead of you.
But coming into this week, we were a game behind 3 different teams, and we got one on 2 of them. So
you're
it's heading in the right direction.
Yeah, you're tied on record with all those guys. Yeah, except for the Packers.
Cowboys are currently number 2. Cowboys are currently number 2. So.
How are they number 2? They lost to the Bucks.
Well,
Then there must be another tiebreaker ahead of head-to-head.
Must be.
NFC record.
Maybe there could be. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They might. They have to be if they're number 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Of course, I think against the Saints instead of the or whoever won out of the Washington Philly game.
Division champion.
Okay.
Instead of the Rams, which we definitely don't want.
The Vikings are the last place team right now. Actually, yeah. After they won. At least they were yesterday.
They won't stay there. There's no way they make the playoffs. The rest of their season.
They have to play the Packers.
Do they?
Yeah, so that's a loss. Even though they beat us, but it's a loss.
Leave it.
It's in Green Bay, the next one.
Hey.
But anyway, to not turn this into a
Green Bay.
Homer's podcast here,
Welcome to the podcast.
do we have anything to say about Bailey and Allen?
Sorry,
Nope.
I forgot.
Do you have anything to
we're
say
good.
about Bailey and Allen?
I mean, they played each other 2 weeks in a row. I feel like anything we said this week, we said
Kind of
last
said
week.
last week. All right, so what else we got? Alright, Jake.
Dave beat me, so he's in contention for 7th place.
Ah,
Not
shit.
much to be said.
Yeah.
You got
Two.
chaos, huh?
Yeah, Elijah Mitchell not playing again. And I got nobody else, so.
At least you had Tyreek Hill show up.
Thought Schultz got a touchdown. Defense did okay.
Had a ring for a
And
final
Brand-
fell
If
off.
Darnell Mooney would
outscored
have gotten
Cordell.
either one of those 2 touchdown catches, that one of them was like a hair. I think both of them like a finger away.
Oh,
like
yeah.
an inch away from
Mooney.
6 points. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
won.
Mooney's just raw. He doesn't learn how to toe tap like well yet, or
And
that
then, Chicago got that garbage time touchdown, which knocked 4 points off of the Vikings. Had 17 at that point. So
Yeah.
there's a couple late things that got me. I wanted Dave.
Yeah, they got a meaningless touchdown to like a third string tight end. I forgot about that. It's like, that would have been nice.
Still
Like,
had 3 points
10
at that
minutes
point.
ago.
Like 3 fumble recoveries, a blocked kick. They were doing all right.
right? Yeah.
Dave got me, a wily bastard.
Way to go, Dave. You got that fucker.
Dave
Causing
Martin,
that
loser
chaos.
Causing that chaos.
Fucking Dave.
bracket. Dave's already planning for next year's playoffs.
Well, he's been planning for next year's
He's,
playoffs.
So
hey,
Brad
Dave.
Dobbins.
Chris Godwin looking real good in the second round. Gotta
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Chris Godwin, hot pick, second round.
Yeah. There you go.
Top 10 wide receiver.
You heard it.
Gotta say it.
You heard it
Yeah,
here.
coming back from the
Fucking
torn ACL. Let's see.
He'll be back. He'll be back by at least next November.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a fan favorite.
You know, he's
yeah.
by we at least week 10. Save him up. Fucking unleash him in the playoffs.
There you go.
There you go, Dave.
Definitely draft him and then base your team name off of it.
That's right.
Like center your whole strategy around it,
Yep.
and then take Patrick Mahomes in the first round.
There you go. That'll work. Take Brady's gonna retire. You know, take him in the first. We'll take Godwin.
Oh man.
Get that stack. You know.
Man, get fucked, Dave. Hey, good win, bud. But like, I guess let's shit on you for another minute.
Yeah, he's all he's done is won 3 weeks in a row. But hey,
You know what? Fuck that guy.
fuck Chicago, Dave. They fucked me this week. Like they always have and they always will.
Oh, geez.
Except for on the football field, because Packers only what?
Oh yeah.
Flex.
Another Homer's podcast, right?
Erica,
Yep.
what do you got for your team?
You won.
You won. You
You
are
won.
out of the Sacco.
You're
will
not
not
Beat that
last.
hot dog next year.
You're not last.
Woo!
You're not last.
Say what?
You're
I'm not last.
Hey.
I'm not last. Yeah, no, I should have been last.
But you weren't.
No, you shouldn't have, and you proved
No,
that
you got a
today.
good
It's
team.
true.
But you were damn close.
Yeah, you
I was very,
despite
very
having
good.
a really good team, you sure fucking got close.
You really toyed with them that dark waters, you know.
Your 3 best players really pulled you out.
You really were.
Flying a little close to the sun.
You did it without Damian Harris and Darren Waller.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, I had
You
to.
sinking into the old swamp, as we say.
I also had to
Just
have.
kidding out.
I had to fish for new defenses and new kickers and new wide receivers
Oh, yeah.
and new running backs.
I know that
and,
play.
New
You didn't have
quarterbacks.
to play
The
him.
whole entire time, I had to fish for new people. I had to the whole time.
Just fishing. Now, what kind of bait you use when you're out there fishing for these fellas, huh?
The one that smells good.
All right. Enjoy the podcast.
Rough.
Hey,
For
hey,
you, Patty. That's for you,
hey,
Patty.
hey! I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's
It's nice having a laugh
They
track.
thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Go ahead.
that fake audience, we appreciate it.
They love Patrick.
That's right. Fake out.
They
Hey, just like my
love
fake,
Patrick.
just
That
like my
button
fake
loves
defense
Patrick.
loved me all year long. You know, it all comes together here.
Yep.
Erica gets. I can't help it.
Erica avoids the Sacco. Way to go, Erica.
Erica
Thank
avoids
God.
Sacco. Nice work. Touchdowns out of Debo,
Todd, show some respect.
Chubb, Elliott.
Todd,
Todd said,
I'm
though,
sorry.
He got some good performances. He got Jeff Wilson since Mitchell didn't play in the
Yep.
flex spot for 18. Always feels
Jeff
good.
Wilson. If you followed through with Jeff Wilson on DFS this week, it paid off, and it paid off.
You know, I think
Worked out.
he's got a good opportunity to avoid the Sacco.
So who is in the sack one now? Is it Brant?
It's Todd
They're
Brant.
not going to hurt
wow.
each other.
Brant.
obviously, so.
If Todd would have put in Singletary
Brant.
or Russell Gage, he'd have won this week.
Brant.
Listen,
Hey,
sir.
man.
Let's go to that match.
As an owner of a trophy, I implore you.
Get 11.
Is 49.36 the lowest of the year?
He had another 40-point week
That
not
was
that
Dave,
long
I
ago.
thought. Did he have another one?
I'm gonna look right now because I think it was Brant also.
Brent and Dave been setting some low bars this year.
Ooh, you don't want to do that.
It ain't been working out, as you say. You know?
As they say.
They do say that.
Well,
What do they say, Patrick?
they say
Exactly.
it ain't been working out. That's what they say around my parts. You know?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Week 12 he had 41.
Yeah, but Dave, week 11, 39.7. He didn't even hit 40 that week. What the fuck,
Well, the
Dave?
last time the
Hey,
fucking
Dave.
Brant hit 41, he was playing none only than
Patrick?
Patrick.
Oh,
That's right.
crazy.
And
Yeah,
you know
crazy.
what? And that's when the old defense came out to play.
You won that game by scoring 78 points. You
Hey.
trounced him
Hey.
78
Wow.
points.
And you know what?
Feel good
We
about
showed
yourself?
up and we did what we needed to do, and that's not what happened today. And unfortunately, they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To quote a
You
great
just
man.
let him off the hook.
That's right. And I thought my team was off the hook, but really they were not. And that's where we
Wow.
ended up.
You feel really good about that.
I feel great about it. Anyway, now
You feel so good about letting him off.
hey,
Have you ever,
relax.
So, like, Brant had 49 points and 15 came from his defense. He got 5 points, 5 points, 1, 0.7.
You want to know what happened if I would have got 15 points out of my defense today?
Probably won.
Well, I lost by 2 points.
That's some quick mathematics.
Rapid mathematics.
Rapid mathematics.
They taught me that in middle school. Yep. That's right. Anyway, this podcast's going off the rails.
I'm going to
Drink
stop
every time
this.
Patrick says the podcast is going off the rails.
It's been off the rails since we started. My soul is a black pit of despair. Anyway,
it happens like that.
It does. It hurts.
It does.
It hurts.
It does. It hurts.
But seriously, Brant, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You got one opportunity to not look that trophy in the face and disgrace its presence.
That's right. Palms
Well,
sweaty.
He has it. He has it in his position right now. You guys know that it's in his house.
Yeah, he's staring it down. He's cleaning it with his tears.
You know what?
Arms are weak, palms are sweaty.
As the future owner of that trophy, I'm just nervous for
Vomit on
its
the sweat
safety.
already.
Like, what happens if, like, I mean, what if he really loses it? Is the safety of our beloved trophy, like,
Do you need to
Hey.
vote on a
jeopardy?
rule to have the loser, like, as soon as they're eliminated from playoff contention? No, take mine.
That
Can't
trophy
goes-
still
Nope,
Nope, it
Put
goes.
it on a champion.
Is
But
there a
like,
custom-
goes
does that
in-
really
it goes
mean
into
anything
escrow.
to them then? No, it doesn't mean anything to them.
We
Other
have
than
actually, we have a 300-pound Samoan man that will show up at your house. Literally, the moment the season ends. That, right here. There he is. Sexiest man alive, 2016. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will show up, and if you don't answer on the second knock, he's kicking your goddamn door down, and he's fucking walking talling. You're fucking. He's coming in.
right in front of
He's coming in, and he's being like, "You got a headlight out?" And you're gonna be like, "No." And he's gonna bust it, and he's gonna be like,
You do
now." And he's gonna be, "Where's that fucking trophy, Brett?" That's right. That's what's gonna happen. And then this kid's gonna come in, and he's gonna sweet talk you. It's gonna be a little good cop, bad cop routine.
He's
We're gonna
the
Bradley
sexiest
Cooper.
man alive, and
We're gonna
he's-
Bradley Cooper, Dwayne "The Rock"
Podcast
Johnson.
going off the rails, guys.
We are off the rails.
While we're on the Walking Tall podcast, though, like, we need to give a shout to that villain. That
Who's that
blonde-haired man
Which one?
from Walking Tall was such a good villain.
He was a good villain.
I
I don't
googled
know
his
who the
name,
fuck
Neil
he is.
McDonough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody cares, but he
Yeah.
was great in that movie. You
Well,
know?
he did a. Did you ever watch Justified on FX with Timothy Oliphant? Oh my God, such a great
we
series.
should watch it.
He was a season 3 villain, and it was just as good.
Fantastic.
Would recommend. Welcome to the FX, brought to you by Justified Podcast.
Justified.
Yeah,
Podcast.
great show.
FX.
Hey,
Justified. You know what?
Morbid Podcast brought to you by Erica.
All right. Anyway, back to fantasy football, folks.
Did we get off the rails?
Yeah, we got off the rails. If this is the Transcontinental Railroad in the 1800s,
Yeah, you can't say trans.
we're in, hey, listen, I can and I will. All right, I will dead name the shit out of that railroad. That's right. That railroad used to be known as Trans. Now it's just known as the Pacific Western. All right. Now listen to me.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad.
Oh shit! What else we gotta say? What match?
I mean,
Trish, she's safe.
Trish, you're safe. I owe beers. God damn it,
and
Trish.
$50. Way to go, Trish.
And $3,000 and
pink slips.
and 3 cars and a bowl of spaghetti.
Uh-huh.
So
And meatballs.
okay, well, apparently,
And meatballs. I forgot about that part.
guess the balls are in there, you know, as they say.
It sounded like the nerd from Grandma's Boy.
And meatballs. Anyway, what else we got here to say, boys? We got another matchup. Get me the fuck off this matchup.
I mean, we should probably talk about the only thing that matters going forward, and that is the one matchup left.
So there's 2 that matter. One for money,
true.
one for
for disgrace.
reputation.
We really did a terrible job of covering any of the football analysis of any of this, didn't we?
Well, not really, because there weren't as
There's only a
many.
couple matches that matter.
The-
That's
yeah.
true. That's fair.
You were in one of them. What happened?
We
then?
just funneled
Hey,
our chaos.
let's go back to that. How about not? You know what I'm saying? How about we don't go back to that ever?
Patrick.
Hey,
Oh, Patrick. Oh,
I gotta hand it to you. The
Patrick.
soundboard work has been really
You made-
good in the last 15 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you.
there's tears coming down on the inside, folks. We'll keep it together. Hey, you want to know what?
This too shall pass, Patrick.
If I'm being honest with you, it was a great year. I had a really fun time. And you know what? I'm going to win 3rd next week. So
Nice.
there you go, Alan. Take that.
This is.
How about?
the
Let's
ne-
go.
next
That
level
was
of
my
grief.
favorite
We're gonna take
year
that- we're gonna take
of
that 3rd place.
playing the fantasy football.
Well, and that's what was on the
ever.
pod. So we like that, too.
That is good.
And so we're
that's
in there.
canon now.
Hell yeah.
And she's in there.
Hey, way to
Clip
not
it.
get last.
Clip it.
Fucking
Hey.
timestamp that
Why did not
shit.
get last?
Anyway.
I tried
You
really
did.
hard.
And you're there. You succeeded.
I tried so hard. My
And
whole
got so
entire
far.
goal the whole entire year was don't get last.
That's
I
so
don't want to hear it.
That's so
I
fun.
don't want to hear it.
Takes me back to middle school. Dare programs.
There was a lot of Creed in my middle school memory.
Oh yeah, they
Lot of
love to use it for the old governmental propaganda. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they loved it.
Here's some Jesus and Creed.
Yeah, that's right. Here's some semi-undertoned Christian music for you. How about that, kid?
They did do that.
Just enough to walk that line.
Lots of that. Yeah.
Lots of that.
Yeah.
Lots of that.
Anyway,
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs,
Drugs
but
are
just
bad.
listen to
or
this
do and
music.
do them responsibly. Hey, do we want? You know what I'm
It's
saying?
Or just like do some drugs, but it's like
Yeah,
just
I
don't
believe in
do
rights.
a lot of
Just
drugs.
do the drugs, honestly.
Or
Official Dundee podcast endorsement of drugs. Brought to you by
Big and
nature and
small.
science.
Just like soft drugs.
but just,
Yeah.
just some of them,
we
not
endorse
fentanyl. You know
some
what
of
I mean?
Yeah,
let's,
that's
not
true.
do, let's not do heroin. Let's skip the meth.
Let's
Nope,
skip meth.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even once.
Let's find
No.
the
Not
good
even
ones.
I say no.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
No,
So-
no.
You know, instead of advertising drugs, because my mom listens to
DoBetterDrugs.com.
this. So
Do
anyway,
better drugs, yes.
all right. Well,
I think
Yeah.
that's fucking hilarious.
This is
and
the
I
old-
think that
So
should
the
be a-
thumbnail
a
for this week's
website.
YouTube episode is just gonna be
drugs.
right?
I just assumed there would be like a mine cart being off the rails, like just like leaned over.
Full of drugs.
No,
drugs.
yeah, and then it says drugs, the week 15 solution,
There you go.
because that's what we
The
need.
solution to falling off
The
the rails.
15-week
God's
program.
sakes.
Drugs.
Exactly.
Wait a
Anyway,
second. I'm gonna eat.
hold on.
Let's
Anyway,
hold on. We should at least talk
So,
about the
yeah.
championship matchup coming forward.
yeah. So the basically, so
A repeat
it's-
of last year, newcomer versus Cody.
yeah, Cody
Back in the
and
championship
Average
again.
Jake.
Back in it.
Yeah, so Cody and Average Jake. Cody's got another chance here again. He's gonna lose again. Let's be real. Okay, I mean,
He scored 138 just last week.
I mean, that was a fluke, and we all know that, right?
I mean, you scored 150 the week before that. I will acknowledge his was a fluke if you'll acknowledge that yours was.
I don't know,
That's
man.
tough, isn't
you
it?
know,
That's hard to do.
He's got it. I mean, anything can happen. We've seen that with this week. So it's up in the air. I'm leaning average Jake just because I don't want to hand the money to Cody. If
Nobody
if
wants
If
you
Cody
to.
wasn't sitting in the room, I might vote in his favor, but he's not, so I'm not.
Yeah, everybody
Go
understands that. Yeah.
the only thing I can say
You guys don't want to
against
deal with me being
Not
champion.
face to face.
here's the thing though.
Can you imagine how awful the draft is going to be for everybody else if I win the championship? Oh my god.
There's-
I'll just shit on your front doorstep in the morning
There's-
before.
You
Hey, as
shit
long
on
as
the
you're
Two
not
front
people
door.
are going to probably beat you to it. I'm going to wake up with 4 turds
The
on my front
morning,
doorstep.
the
As long as
morning
you're doing titty
before
twisters like Neil did that
before
one
we
day.
do
I'll
it,
get
I'm just
over
gonna
it.
poop on your front doorstep, and it's gonna smell so bad.
And she's gonna write her name on it, and it's
Yes.
gonna be written nice.
And this
Yeah,
is
it's
your
gonna be
evidence
beautiful.
of when you go to the
And you're
police
gonna
force.
be like, I don't
Yeah,
even
after-
want to step in that
I also
shit
endorse
because it's
drugs
beautiful.
though on this podcast, so I might leave that one to myself.
This
Yeah.
is the drugs
I
and
might leave
poop
that one to myself.
podcast.
I mean, I'll know who did it. That's
Yeah,
tough.
this episode 15, will be blackmail for us against each other.
Can
Yeah.
we look at Jake's lineup real quick? I wanna think about who he's got coming up in this
We're
next week.
blackmailing each other.
Yeah.
against each other.
No, so basically, Rodgers is playing the Browns on Christmas. Okay. Tough matchup, honestly.
Yeah, that could
Not
go
a
either
great.
way.
Yeah, it could. Not a great offensive line. Offensive line for Rodgers there, and you got Myles Garrett, and that ain't gonna be good. Najee, I don't know who he's playing. Is that Kansas City?
Uh-huh.
They've been a lot better.
They've been better
They've
lately.
been so much better.
Lenny's out next week.
That's what they did last year too.
Kansas
though,
City
remember?
loves losing.
Here's
to a
the one
team
that
like
could.
the
Here's
Steelers,
the
though.
one that could hurt real bad. Jamar Chase earlier this year put 202 touchdowns on Baltimore.
Yeah.
And Baltimore have been giving up big plays.
Their secondary is rough.
They gave up 31 points
Their
to the Pack.
secondary
So
is rough, and he's
But that
got
doesn't mean
Leonard
anything.
Fournette going against Carolina, and they're coming off a loss.
yeah,
Steven gonna play.
MVS riding or dying with Rodgers. If Myles Garrett's in his face, then MVS ain't doing shit. But MVS only needs one big play. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of the way he's been this
Well,
year.
he-
So
Apparently, the Buccaneers are expected to place Fournette on injured reserve.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's
he's out.
Look at those cute
that's
little
excellent news for me.
Just lay
But
down.
like Travis Kelce has who in front of him,
Pittsburgh.
and they've been
Oh,
giving up a
where's
lot
your-
of points.
Is this
They've been
it?
giving up a lot of points to the running game, actually.
Kelsey got placed on the COVID list yesterday.
Yeah,
That's true.
Kelsey's on
So he
COVID
might not
list.
play either.
God,
But
that
they've
would-
been coming back a lot quicker
Suck.
lately.
It's
I
true.
mean, he's got Goddard as a backup going against New York. He's no Kelsey, but a solid backup. Probably the best backup in the league.
Who are the Bucks playing? The Bucks got
Carolina, and they're gonna beat him up.
They're gonna smash.
They're gonna beat him
Carolina.
up because of what
Yeah.
just happened to him.
Dallas is probably going to score at least some points on Washington. Philadelphia just scored 27 and they played like shit. So I would hope Dallas can score at least But it depends on how efficient they are in the red zone. Really, that's what it comes down to for field goals for Zerline. But who are the Saints got? Saints got Miami.
At home.
Miami ain't bad. Miami's fighting for a top
Miami's not good. Miami's not good. They came
Tua's
out
been
looking
good
flat
lately.
as hell against the Jets. They came on strong, but for the first 2.5 quarters, they were dog shit.
The
Yeah.
Dolphins, I think, are gonna make the playoffs.
The AFC's weak.
I hear you.
They're good.
But they've been doing it the entire second half of the season. Like as far as like their full slate is
They're
concerned.
getting to the playoffs because they added an extra playoff team this year.
Well, let's think about the AFC. So it's right there. The Dolphins are like 7-7, right? Aren't they like 6-7, 7-7, something like that?
Something like
The other teams that are right there are Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's right there. Baltimore is only one win above them right there at 8-6.
And what's going on with Lamar? Is he gonna be playing?
Who knows?
Yeah.
The backup looked pretty fucking good.
Okay, let's take it easy.
Fantasy wise.
Yeah. Okay,
Fantasy-wise.
let's take it easy.
Realistically, definitely not.
No. The Packers easily had that game won, and for some reason, inexplicably, they never ran QB contain.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, but there's no reason he should have had those touchdowns at the end of the game.
He did slap up like 40 points, almost just shy of 40 points.
They just were letting him run the whole fourth quarter, you know. But he had like 50 yards running and 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter alone. You know, so like that's half his points were right there. The rest of the game he didn't do that much. He kept pace in the first half, and then the second half they fell way behind, and that's they went into hurry up mode. But I don't know the rest of the AFC. Like who's there in the South? I mean, you have the Colts kind of hanging around. The Colts I think are like 8 wins now. The AFC is just kind of a big muddled mess. There's no real separator.
No, I think that team is going to be Kansas City. I think they are coming along.
Well, they're the number one. Yeah.
But I think that's it. I think it's Kansas City and everybody else.
New England will be great because of their defense and because the AFC is just kind of the weaker conference. But they won't be a real contender because they don't have a real quarterback.
Well, I think you have 3 tiers. Kansas City's in a tier by itself, and then your next tier down is like New England, Indianapolis,
Tennessee if Derrick Henry comes back.
Yeah, New England, Tennessee.
I think it's supposed to be back.
It's New England, Indianapolis, Tennessee, and Buffalo. That's kind of the second.
And
tier.
Buffalo is like on the outs of that.
Yeah,
which is fucking stupid.
Well, they lost Trey White. That hurts on their defense.
Well, they don't have a running game, and that hurts.
They
their
found
defense.
Devin Singletary put up some numbers this week, though.
It's the only time they've had a running back named not Josh Allen this year.
They've been healthy scratching Zach Moss though the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they might actually be realizing that they need to have a running game to win a playoff game.
I hope so.
And if they actually,
I like Buffalo. I like Josh Allen. I want to see him bring that together.
I know. How many times did we see the New York Giants though be like, "Oh yeah, week 17. Oh, this is what we should do. Okay, hey, we're 9-7. We're gonna win the Super Bowl."
Yeah, let's just keep turning around and giving it to Brandon Jacobs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like you could have that absolutely happen. There's the talent exists on that team for sure.
I think so. I think so.
So we'll see. But I mean, the NFC is a little bit more clear cut.
That's where Saquon Barkley should go. He should go to Buffalo.
Ew.
That would be nasty.
Don't say that. I
Are
don't
you
want that
kidding
to
me?
happen.
I love that.
That would be nasty.
That would be fun.
I don't think they have the cap space.
But they got the mindset for it. That's what they've been doing.
Oh, yeah.
Stacking it up.
Dude,
for
go
the
get
yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
Man,
God,
Buffalo with
watch
Josh
out.
Allen, Saquon, and Steph Diggs.
That would be like great.
That'd be a big old problem.
That would be a nasty
What does that
thing.
do for your draft prospect of Barkley? 'Cause I know you guys were lower on him than I was. Does
If
That would
Barkley,
raise-
he's first round.
You put him on Buffalo's offense,
First
and he
round.
doesn't get out of the first round.
He's
you
like
guys had him way before.
I would say.
I would have put him at 14, 15, 16,
Yep.
and now I view him at 8, 9, 10.
Oh, you still had him at 14, 15?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was in your top two
I
rounds.
think if he goes to
Maybe
Buffalo,
18. Yeah.
because let's think about this. Who would I take in front
I
of
guess
him?
I'm thinking of last year.
I'm taking.
Because we
I'm
talked about
taking.
this last week and you guys
Yeah.
didn't seem very high on him.
I suppose if he's
Derrick
still a
Henry,
giant,
Christian
because he will still
McCaffrey.
be a giant, but like
I'm taking
Yeah, I
Derrick.
wouldn't take him over
Next year.
like third.
Well, you have Derrick
fourth.
Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Austin Eckler,
Mhm.
Christian McCaffrey's still in front of him probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have Nick Chubb's probably in front of him.
So is Kareem Hunt.
Kareem
He
what?
is.
In front of Saquon?
I,
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt in front of Saquon?
Yeah.
Just
If he's
based-
in Buffalo?
just based on what they did this year, when I'm
If
talking
Saquon is in Buffalo,
yeah.
You're
Oh
putting-
no, Buffalo! Oh God,
that's what
no!
I'm saying.
No,
That's
I'm
what
so
we're
sorry.
talking about.
No, I'm talking. I'm talking.
Straight up.
I'm talking. Yeah, he's a giant next year's draft.
Yeah. Depends who they get.
It
Yeah,
does, doesn't
draft.
it? Doesn't it?
Really does.
All
But
right.
anyway, for Cody's team, we kind of covered the matches.
He's got the Cooper Kupp, who's the wide receiver one, going against the worst pass defense in the league.
literally
in the
one of
Minnesota
the
Vikings.
So that's cool.
That's a good sign.
Well, you know what? I thought I had that same situation for Justin Jefferson this week, so I
How'd
can't
that
wait
work
for
out?
you to be
Remind me?
disappointed as well. Yeah, it didn't work out. I
Oh,
mean, it
it
worked
didn't
out to
work
the tune
out?
of 10 points. It sucked. That's how it worked out.
But if
How
only
about that?
Justin Jefferson was Cooper Kupp.
I'm just hoping for you to go down in a blaze of glory, sir.
I mean, that blaze will be a little more glorious than yours since I'm going to be in the championship.
You know what? It'll be more glorious if you lose. Well, it wouldn't be, but you know. Anyway,
It will be. You were
it'll
correct.
only be. It'll be
my blaze is going to be more glorious.
It'll be
than yours.
$100 more
It's a
glorious than
guarantee.
mine, and that's it.
I just won $200 this week essentially.
Basically, yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah.
You take her to go potty.
And I won 100 because it was a real beat down. Hey,
Mhm.
how about you do that?
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, Puppy's going to the potty, folks.
Probably potty.
Anyway, what else we got next week?
I've got Taysom Hill going against Miami.
You know he's
That's
locked
not
in.
bad.
You know he's locked
Locked
in.
in.
He's locked into
That's
a
pretty
side.
average. I mean, Miami is just Man.
He's locked into a solid 7 points.
Who does Russell Wilson
you
have?
know?
Russell Wilson got 4 points this week against. Oh
And he
God.
plays Chicago next week.
Hey,
Ooh.
you need him to get locked
At
into
home.
9, dude.
God damn. I don't know. I don't know who's playing. I still feel like I like
thought it was
Taysom.
locked in.
I still feel. I gotta look at it. I gotta look
He's
at
locked
it.
in, dude.
He's locked in, but
Taysom Hill bucket.
Locked in. Book it.
Lock it.
9 points.
Lock it down.
Sign it, seal it, deliver it.
There you
You
go.
know, unless I change my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless I see it a better one.
Unless I see Russ has got some better matchups. Miles.
Dude, I'll look at the waiver wire. I don't give a shit. Like
Your
I'm
team-
without
No,
my.
you won't. You've proven that this fucking year.
Well, I will add players because I've had to. My first and second round draft picks are unavailable. I am doing this by the skin of my teeth. Okay, whatever it takes.
There are a lot of injuries this week. It's not just the
All
ones we
year.
mentioned. Lenny's injured. There's a situation with the Chargers and Mr. Eckler. There's several other ones. So like you two gotta have to be doing your homework, man. There's some opportunities out there, for sure. I
Patrick
scooped
doesn't
up
like
Ronald.
Patrick doesn't like to do this.
Yeah, I don't like to do this. I don't like to offer up my nuggets to you.
But here it is.
But here are my
but here you
nuggets.
go, kids. Here's my nuggets.
It's my Nuggets, kids. Is that what
How
you're
my
saying?
nuggets taste?
Hey.
Crazy.
Jeez.
Hey,
Give
don't
me
worry
your
about
balls.
it. All right. Well, this podcast is off the fucking rails, folks.
Drink.
All right. Anyway, Cody, you're gonna lose. Congratulations, average Jake. You're taking home the title. I'll order the plaque ahead of time because we're that confident. Will cost myself an extra $6 shipping to get Cody's when he never really wins. However, it doesn't matter. It's been a good year. Let's have a good last week, and then we'll plan the party,
We
folks.
still gotta talk about the people that are gonna be fighting for
Nah,
last
nobody
place.
gives a shit about them.
Todd and Brant, good luck, dudes.
Just-
Brant, seriously.
Not last. How about
Come on,
You
man.
know?
With some dignity.
Yeah.
Look that trophy in the eye and ask it who it should
it?
start
I
with.
want to
Who's
see
your pick?
Todd carrying that sign next
Who's
year.
Sacco now that the other bet's been cleared?
Based on what those teams look like, Brant's the Sacco.
Probably Brant, man.
Brant's got a sorry ass.
But you know what?
squad.
I don't want to bet
Brett put up
against
94 last week.
He put up 49 this week.
You know,
Antonio Brown's coming back, and I don't want to bet against Tommy Buckets coming back angry.
Yeah, that's true. They're
You
playing.
see that anger he
yeah,
unleashed
yep.
on that Surface tablet?
It's true. He
That
did.
dude's coming out.
He
He's
smashed
throwing.
that Surface
He
tablet.
smashed the
And he's
shit
gonna
out of it.
smash the Carolina Panthers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I think that's true.
Oh yeah.
Saquon Barkley's at Philly. I don't think he's gonna get a lot of points there.
Probably not.
No.
Well, I mean, if Philly's defense shows up anything like they did today, he'll probably fucking run all over them right when, you need him not to the most. That's how it'll probably go.
That is a bitter beer you're drinking.
It's like
Ooh.
they're,
That is a bitter beer.
Salty.
It's like they
beer.
played a third-string quarterback and they let him score.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. You
17
can turn this podcast off anytime you're uncomfortable.
They already did. No one's.
They
listening to
understand.
this.
They're grieving with me. Anybody who's listening to this podcast had a shitty week 15 as well. Let's be real here. That's week 15 laughing right in your face,
Oh,
everybody.
yeah.
That's what that is.
Washington only rushed the ball for like 60 total yards in this game.
Hey.
So
It was 62 many.
it was 62.
How about that?
So when you lay your head down tonight, before you do, and you speak with your gods, what are you saying to them today?
Well, I'm going to thank them for the $20 that I won.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to
So
say...
you used to buy me a beer with?
Probably,
You lost the
actually,
other one?
yeah, probably, and then I'll be looking forward to playing daily fantasy for the next few weeks, unencumbered by the emotional weight that this league places upon my soul.
That's heavy.
You know what?
Damn.
And it actually seems like
has opened.
that $20 that I said I won, I
Charlie.
actually inevitably lost probably in the end of this game. Because of some fucking shenanigans from the Washington football team,
Yeah.
which it looks like I did. So you know what? Nothing is possible, as the meme says.
This is what you're saying to your
And
gods today?
that's nothing is possible. I'm gonna lay my head down and fancy guys be like, you're right. Nothing is possible. We shall inevitably lose right at the moment when it hurts the
You
worst.
got tricked.
We got tricked.
You got tricked. You fell for the old. Oh,
I
we
thought
will
I
save
was
you.
walking in the Garden of Paradise and Beelzebub was waiting around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a pie and a pea-filled balloon.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me this week.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's really
No,
funny.
she's trying to argue, but
Could
she
you
knows
imagine?
it's right.
Because at least at one point,
It's
you're like,
not
oh,
because of
at
me.
least I could eat some of the pie. But then you get hit with the pea
Yeah,
balloon
you start
immediately
eating-
afterwards.
Yeah,
You're like, oh,
and
I
then you
can't
got
eat-
a
I
pea
can't eat
pie.
the- Yeah.
Who eats a pea pie? Nobody
Not
wants a pea pie.
Not you.
Like, how do you eat a pea pie?
You don't.
And it's
Only
like,
the cool kids eat the pea pie.
that's right. And you
then
know
you're
what?
doing it for spite, not flavor.
It was lemon custard to begin with, so you didn't really want it, but you're so sad that you
Yeah.
start eating it anyway.
It's true.
And then pea.
And it's
And then you got a lemon pea custard pie.
lemon pea
And that
custard
just
pie.
that's not what you want.
Jeez.
That's not what you want in any day.
Goodness gracious.
And you know,
It was lemon pea custard in the library with a candlestick.
that's and it murdered me. Murdered me.
It did.
Well,
Murdered
and
my soul.
I was Miss Scarlet, and I was in the kitchen with a candlestick, and sometimes
She was
people.
She was Miss Scarlett Johansson. The puppy's invading.
We
All
gotta
right,
get out of
folks.
here. We gotta get out of here.
Get us the fuck out of here. It's coming. It's burning down in flames. We'll come back with some better, more coherent shit next week. Oh, god
It's
damn it.
off the rails.
We're off the rails. Week 15. Get your shovels. Bury the Chicago dumpster fire. We're done.